Malibu Dan, your host of the Peterson's 401 Off-Road Radio Show, here with Tony Vanillo. He's a competition director for Lucas Off-Road Racing Series. Tony, thanks so much for spending time with us. I know we had to grab you before the big race and before, you know, the practice today, because you go crazy and you get hectic, so we grabbed you, and before we got your chicken cut off, your head cut off like a chicken, we wanted to make sure that you had some time to spend with us. You know, the Lucas Oil Racing Series has gone such a long way. You know, what is your history behind Lucas Oil and, of course, the series?
Well, you know, I was the race director for Championship Off-Road Racing as well for the Core Series, and we did that for 3 years, and everybody knows the downfall of Core and what happened there. You know, and I wasn't one to let things just rest and die. You know, I knew that we had something here that was bigger than anything in motorsports racing, even currently. So, you know, I couldn't rest and just let all these guys with all these beautiful race trucks and cars and buggies just say, hey, you know what, it's all scrap.
No, I mean, look, Mickey Thompson had something very similar many years ago.
Sure.
All right. That, unfortunately, kind of, when he went, so did the series. So you really, you know, with Jim Baldwin and a couple great foreheads all got together and said, listen, we got to bring this thing back. And it's nice to know that after Jim Baldwin's deal kind of went to the wayside, that you had enough, I guess as my Jewish mother would say, chutzpah, to say, you know what, man, there's something here. We're not going to let this thing rest, and we're going to make this into something. And I got to tell you something. With speed behind it and some of the other major networks and these camera shots, from in-car to the POVs up above, it's come such a long way. What's the next step?
Well, you know, as far as, you know, how it got to Lucas Oil, we knew they had a production company, and we knew they had a very good production company, and of course we need TV. And then, you know, we knew they had hours on speed, so we built a relationship with Lucas. I currently, you know, so they were gracious enough to take me under their wing. We had a good plan, presented it to them. TV production is what we're talking about. CBS, speed. Major shareholder in MAV TV versus, I mean, the list goes on and on. We need to bring this to the people, and that's all we're doing. You know, NASCAR wasn't built in a day. Right. It took some time to get it done, and we're just going to keep presenting this to more and more and more fans, and I'm telling you, this thing's growing like wildfire.
Now let's talk about the competitors. I mean, you've got Deegan, you got Fig, you got some of these big name people that are, you know, put both feet into this competition, and they're out to have not only a good time but to win. But you also have to deal with these egos, I bet, right? I mean,
oh, we got
right?
egos. Oh, we got egos. We got plenty of egos.
Let's go behind the scenes. What do you do when you get that phone call from somebody and they're angry because, you know, Tom Morris, who does some of the, you know, the advisor on and give the black flags, you know, they're angry. I mean, how do you deal with these personalities? It's got to be tough.
You know, it's not much different than anything else in life. You know, especially with we have so much passion in the sport. You know, and it's rough, it's tough, it's in your face, it's bashing and banging. You know, we try to keep that down to a minimum, but the nature of the beast is a lot of fiberglass flying and you know, a lot of contact. And I'll tell you what, it is very much so. Action sports oriented, you know, and it's very
it's exciting. It's the best.
Motorcycle motocross, you know, flying up in the air, bump, you know, flipping over, catching on fire. I mean, it's a lot of action-packed stuff. And you know what? In with that, there's a lot of adrenaline, and you know, the worst thing that can happen is for somebody like me to get all as excited as a driver is. You know,
sure.
I understand their passion.
You have to be level-headed.
Absolutely.
You gotta be, no fist fights for you, Tony?
Never.
Nothing?
No, never. It'll never exacerbate to that type of a level. You know, we don't want to bring ourselves into, you know.
Sure, of course. Body flipping everybody. No, hey, listen.
So absolutely, no. We got a lot of egos and a lot of passion out there, and we understand it. As long as you understand it, it's easy to deal with.
Well, I got to tell you, man, I am. Hey, look who brought him the cake. They let you get here. Come in here, Tom. Mr. Tom Morris. By the way, by the time this race is over in what, 3 weeks, because we're here at the practice, and then we go to the main race in 2 weeks from now. this gentleman is going to be black and blue with hatred, riddled with bullets. Right? This guy.
It's all Tom.
That's right, right. This guy is actually the big boss. He handles this. He plans it. He lets people in. He gives people the trophies. Everyone loves this dude.
Yeah.
Mr. Morris over here, on the other hand, he could be your worst enemy. Hey, Mr. Morris, appropriate title is competition advisor. Is that right?
That's correct.
Trust, no. I've dealt with a lot of
that right. So how many weeks?
No, trust me. It's been about 3 weeks, and he's also been my co-host last couple of weeks on the Peterson's 401 Off-Road radio show. And you're always welcome back. It's good to see you. You don't, by the way, you don't look any prettier away from the mic.
No, it doesn't help it at all.
Hey, Tony, thank you
so
much.
Man.
I appreciate you spending the time with me. We'll talk to you throughout the day, and we'll talk to you in a few weeks right before the main race, and after I'm sure we'll be able to pull you off the bumper of some car and have some time with you then as well.
Sounds great.
Thanks again.